Black History Month, we're exploring topics and issues that have impacted African Americans for centuries. And this morning, we're talking about beauty standards and how they've evolved over the years. Now, joining us this morning is Karen Anderson. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning.
How are you? Good to see you. She's the Illinois Humanities Rhodes Scholar. That is quite an esteemed title to have.
I know, right?
Absolutely. Congrats on that. So she wrote a thesis titled More Than a Color, the Marginalization of African American Beauty. And has been sharing her work through various lectures and conferences around the area. So again, Karen, we're so glad to have you with us. And this is such a hot button topic. First of all, why did you choose to take on American beauty, specifically African American beauty, for your thesis? And what kind of research did you do on this topic?
I took it on because I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago, there was a point where on the cover of major magazines, there were about 12 African American women. And it was like all like in a row or something. And for years, they've been telling us we can't put you on the cover of magazines because you don't sell magazines. But for some reason that year they thought, wow, they might even sell some of our magazines. And the other thing that really captivated me about it was when Beyonce and Serena did some magazine covers. They had editorial powers
Creative
over
control.
it. Yes, they had that creative control over it. They were controlling how their narrative was told. And as I started the researches, I saw, man, we had a very hard battle in trying to figure out how we were going to be portrayed, because we had no control over it, and there were like laws in place. I mean, I went back to slavery when back when the French colonialists were here and African women were able to free themselves. And of course, then they were working women and they were, they had money. And so they would make themselves nice clothes and do themselves up. But the colonists were upset. They went to the governor, made a law. It was against the law for Africans to wear fine clothes. They had to wear a certain downed clothes. And the British colonialists went as far as to say that they could only wear cheap clothes. The British colonists said you can only wear cheap, low cloth, and you can't, if you're caught with, hand-me-downs from the slave owner, we're going to strip you and take that from you.
Sort of like a continuation of slavery, but from a mental and emotional standpoint to keep you down at a certain level.
That's right.
So tell me more about the title, More Than a Color, the Marginalization of African American Beauty Through History. How'd you come up with that?
I came with that because it was all about the color. That was the thing that separated. It was the dark skin that said, okay, you are less.
Even within black folks, whether you're dark,
the darker you were, the less privilege you had, the more they thought you were ugly. There was one moment when I was reading about an artist, and he couldn't even draw black people because he thought they were too ugly. I mean,
that's what was ingrained in his mind.
Yes. And he had spent time with them, and he thought they were lowly. And even in his artwork, you saw, the people who were Caucasian complexion were drawn fine. The lines were good. But if you looked at the dark-skinned people he drew, they were muddy and not as
grotesque and brute.
Yes.
All these exaggerated features that we've seen through a lot of products, a lot of imagery, which can have long-term damage.
Right.
That is really kind of subconscious, right?
It is. And I think about people like Madam C.J. Walker growing up in an environment like that, but wanting more. And so even though she didn't see it, she was like, you know what, I think it can be better. And she went to work for a company where they were selling beauty products to the community. And it was like, oh, okay. And she started making her own. And I mean, she built up to become almost a millionaire based on just serving her community, showing them how to be beautiful, showing them how to take care of themselves. I mean, it was all about health and beauty. And we're talking about 1890.
And empowerment with that.
Yes.
How important is it for you to not just break down barriers in terms of the perception of beauty, but also to build pride up with our young girls to know that, hey, I am beautiful. Black is beautiful.
It is. Because, I mean, and I take it from that very first example I gave you about the French colonists. One of the things the women saw was that if they helped the other women get out of slavery, they could build themselves a community. and together they could do things. And one of the things that they did is, and I was laughing with someone the other day, I was like, the head wrap. That's where they created that head wrap, because the law said they had to cover up their hair. They couldn't show their hair.
Hair is such a big thing now
Yes.
in terms of discrimination, and the Crown Act being passed, and how you could have your beautiful braids like you have
Yes.
now and be accepted
Yes.
and not be discriminated against.
Exactly. It's like I was thinking 5 years ago we couldn't do this. And I love, when I'm watching the news now and I see people with natural hair, when, they're doing their natural thing, and it's like, yes!
I would if I could, but I'd be happy to be nappy, but I'm just going to keep it clean.
You know what? Clean is beautiful.
Well, we appreciate
and that's
it.
The
And
thing.
whoever you are and whatever you have.
That's it. That's
acceptance.
That's it. That's the beautiful thing. And that was the great thing I loved about what Lizzo said. We accept you for who you are, and we're going to just take our bodies and our beauty and say, you know what, that looks good.
Well, she has the platform right now, Lizzo, for sure.
Yes, she does.
Karen, thanks so much for being with us today. And I know you have something coming up, a speaking engagement later this month.
Yes, I'm going to be at the Lombard Historical Society on the 24th. It'll be virtual, and so anybody who wants to could probably join in.
Okay, great to have you today. Karen Anderson, thanks for being with us.